Hello friends, welcome back to the new tutorial of the Node.js. Today we are going to learn how to integrate token-based authentication with Sequelize, PostgreSQL and the Node.js. Those who haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe my channel, and if you like the video, please do like, share and comment on my video. Let's get started. So here we are going to do with another thing. Let me close this and let's go to the terminal cd var www.html node, and here I'm going to create a new directory. That name is authentication Sequelize. Okay, so cd authentication Sequelize. Okay, so npm init y. Let's dive into the code one. Okay, so here we have opened this one. Okay, so this is the first step. Then we have to install the packages, so let's install all of these. So let's go and sorry, this is the previous tutorial. So here I'm going to add this. So let's install all of these. Next, go to the create a models user.js. So let's go and create this file. So here we have the models, and let's go with the user.js file. So here we go with this one. So model, let's create a user.js file. All the models we're listing over here. So here we go with this one. Okay, so here we are going to with this username and the email. Next we are going to go with the db.js file. So here we go with that one. So let's create db.js file. Okay, so here we go with this one. So here we need to add our username and the password, everything. Sequelize is installed, I think. Yes, let me check. Is it installed? Yes, it is installed. Database, so here we have the database, I think REST API. Username, that is Postgres. Password admin, localhost, and the dialect is Postgres. Okay, save this. Last file, that is app.js file. So let's add this one. So here we have the app.js file. So let's create this one file. So here I'm going to create app.js file. Okay, so let's add it. Okay, let's copy and paste this. Okay, this is done, right? So let's go to the model is there, right? So let's go to the terminal. So let's add node app.js. Everything is working fine. Address is already in use, so where it is in use, so let me kill that one. Might be here it is. So let me close this terminal also. Okay, so let's go and check listening somewhere else. So let me change the port over here. So here we go with the port is 4000. I'm going to add. Let's add it and try to run. Okay, here you can see that database synced. That means connectivity with the database is done and server is listening on the port number 4. I have mentioned the, I think the port is coming from the env, right? So but I haven't created the env. Okay. Server is running on the port number this executing. There is 2 times code over here. Okay. Here you can see that the server is listening on that one port. So I think this is not to be here. Synced database, right? And then we have this one error and everything, and this is listening on the port number this. So let's run this. Okay, so database is synced and they're running on the 4000 port. That's the reason might be it is run. Okay, let's go to the terminal and let's go with the register part. Okay, so let's go to the register. Here I'm going to do with the register. Okay, so I'm going to do the registration with username. I need to add over here username. Any username I would like to add. Test. Okay, so here I'm going to add the do. Okay, so let's try to register this record, and here you can see something went wrong. It's 4000. Okay, so let's register this. Server error, let's have a look. Reference error, bycrypt is not defined. Okay, bycrypt is not defined. In which line it is not there? 20. Let me check. Bycrypt 20, where is? Okay, so bycrypt is not installed, so please install this. So npm I bycrypt, right? So let me copy this and add it. Okay, so this is done. Let's go and run the node app.js file. Okay, so here we go with registration. Again, reference or bycrypt is not defined. Is it saved? So here I think I haven't defined the bycrypt. So let me define that bycrypt also. Const bycrypt require. Okay, so here we require. Okay, so let's do this and let's go to the terminal again. So it's running. Let's go and check this one, registration. So here what the error they are showing, let me check this one. Column or a column created out of the relation user does not exist. Let me check this one. Sequelize error. So here we have the created updated returning this one. So here we go with this one. Sequelize error, column created at of the relation user does not exist. So whenever we go with this one model, let me go and check this model. Okay, so we need to add the created and unupdated at also. Just give me a second. So just you want to, if you don't want to add the timestamps, so you can make it the timestamps to be false. Okay, that will help you to, you don't require the created at or updated at. If you want that one, then you have to create that fields and then you have to insert the data accordingly. Okay, so here I'm going to make it timestamp false. Okay, and let's try to create that one. So here you can see that when I try to send this record, here you can see user registered successfully with the ID, the test66, do, and this one. If I go to the PG admin and check the users list, okay, so here you can see that the do at the terminator is added. Let's try to log in and check the token. So okay, so let's go and remove this one, right? So here we go with the login, and then we receive the token over here. Let's go and check the server error is there. So let me check which one server is there. Reference error JWT is not defined. So where JWT is not defined in the app.js. So let me go and check this one. Where JWT is not defined. So here let me add the JWT like this. Okay, let's go over there. I think JSON web token is also, and how the things goes with the credentials, your secret key. So here we need to put the secret key. So anything secret key you want to add it over here. So but in the future you have to create a .env file and get the data process.env from here. Okay, so currently I'm adding any of my secret keys over here. Okay, so like this I'm going to add. Okay, bootstrap this, and it is defined. Let's try to restart this. Now I think it's okay. So here log in with this account and here you get the token. Okay, so let's copy this token and let's go to the get API for the user info. Okay, so here we go with the user info and let's add the token over here. Let's see. Okay, so let's see it is working or not. Here we have something went wrong. So I think login, verify token is there and there is user info get request. Okay, so what I have been added over here, this is get request and it is 4000 port, right? So let's try to send it and it says that the invalid token, JSON web token error, invalid signature. So here we have added everything. User not found, user error fetching status. So verify token. Okay, so here we go with the verify token. Okay, so here we haven't added the secret key, but where we have added the secret key? Okay, so here we have added, right? So let me copy this and add it over here, the secret key here. Okay, let's save this and go to the terminal and just restart this one. And here we go with this one, user information, username, email and the password. You'll get, if I try to add any wrong details over here, like you can see one more, and here you can see invalid token. Okay, so this is how you can validate the token and get retrieve the information accordingly. Okay, so let's dive into the code level. Okay, so the user models I have already clarified on that one. So here we have the data types with user and the username, email and the password. Okay, so this is that one and time steps to be false. Okay, then we have created the db.js for the connection part. Okay, then we have installed the extension npm packages, which you know. Next we have the main file, that is app.js file, right? So here we have a express, then we have a database import, then models, we have to import user model, bicrypt and JSON web token for the JWT. Okay, then app uses express and here we are syncing the data, so that whatever models you have, so whatever tables we have to create, this is very important. If the tables is not created, you are not able to insert the data, right? So make sure sequelize.sync should be there. Okay, then we are using the JSON to accept the parameters. So first one, that is register, so user registration part, so username, email and the password, and we are hashing the password with the bicrypt, and then we are going to create the user with username, email and the password. Okay, and if it is goes right, then it will give me the user registered successfully with the user code. If something goes wrong, then error registering the user with server error with 500 status code. Okay, then we are doing the login process with email and the password. So first we were checking that the email is valid or not. If it is not valid, that means invalid credentials. If and second one, if the password is, we are checking the password also with the bicrypt compare both passwords, user password and the password stored into our database. Okay, so we are both matching. If it is not matching, then it will return invalid credentials. Okay, if it is everything is right, credentials are right, then we are sign this one, username and the password email and the password with JWT and return a token. Okay, and if something goes wrong, it will go to the error login in and the server error it will go. Okay, after this returning the token, what will happen, we are going to get the user info and check that the token is valid or not with the help of the verify token middleware. So here you can see that we are checking the first, make sure in the headers, if I go authorization bearer token, right? So here we are getting the token, and if it is not token, there is no authorization, then SS denied. And if his token is there, then we are going to verify that token and return that user ID. Okay, and after that we are find that request dot user dot id, and if it is not that user not found, if it is there, then we are going to return that user list. And the token is not verified, then it will go with over here with the message error verifying the token or the invalid token. Okay, and after that at the last we are going to start the server with the port number 4000 on the server which is listening. Okay, so this is the full-fledged, you can see about the Postgres, Sequelize and the Node.js. Okay, so any doubt, any query in that, do let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day.